Everyone loves talking about Steven Singer, my good friend Steven Singer. You've heard the expression a million times. I hate Steven Singer because most other jewelers hate him. They can't stand the guy. Why, you ask? Because Steven Singer delivers the best quality, real diamond jewelry at the very best possible price every single day. He makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry for someone you love. And he makes it fun. Yeah, I'm not kidding. No phony sales, discounts, or pricing games. Steven wouldn't treat his friends any other way. So why would he treat you differently? Steven Singer. He's a jeweler you can trust. Steven also has the best guarantee in the jewelry business, a full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee, plus fast, free shipping all year long. Experience the difference. Visit our good friend Steven Singer in his showroom at the other corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly, or more conveniently online at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real, natural, rare earth-born diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
John Katz.
I am here.
There he is. How you doing, boss?
Good. I am older than you, so I remember those days.
Yes, well, you know, I'm not that much of a kid. I do remember the great old days of the Concorde, amazing airports like the TWA terminal at Kennedy, the wonder of flight. It was just an amazing thing. And now it just seems like, you know, trash. Whatever wants to walk on the plane wearing pajamas. But I was talking about Trump wanting to bring back supersonic transport, some type of travel like the Concorde was. And then I was wondering if you, being involved in British Airways terminal at Kennedy, was it, had any experience?
I've been in the aviation business for 40 years. I started back in 1977. The company that eventually became NetJets, I started the company along with Jim Jacobs. When we sold this to Santulli, that turned it into NetJets and then turned it into Warren Buffett buying it. We had like 48 jets at that time. And then Warren Buffett turned it into 800 jets.
So you were involved, obviously, you just explained, in the aviation industry, but I was talking about the supersonic transport, the Concorde, British Airways.
We're getting there.
All right.
That's the corporate jet part of it, and I used to fly all those jets. When I quit flying, I had 4,000 hours of jet time.
Oh, so you actually flew also. You didn't just business-wise own these companies. You flew jets?
Absolutely. And in 1983, we bought Capital Airlines, which was one of the leading airlines in the country in 1983, 84. We operated it. Our headquarters was out of Smyrna, Tennessee. We flew to Europe. We flew to the Caribbean. We flew transcontinental, San Francisco, Los Angeles. It was we had mostly in those days, and that's 43 years ago. My God,
amazing.
And we had it was a great airline. Then what happened was People's Express entered our markets.
Oh, I remember People's Express. Yes,
and now it's one of the big frauds of the day.
Right, low-cost air, and it was a total scam.
It was a whole total scam. They were cooking the books, selling cheap tickets, and at the end of the day, they kept losing a lot of money, but they made believe they were making money, and keep raising a lot of public money, just keep growing.
Right, like Crazy Eddie, like Eddie Antner. He did the same thing. Puff up the books, make it seem like you got a great company, and you're taking money out of it, but no money's going in.
Nobody's going in, and eventually they all have to blow up. And,
yes,
these guys, these guys just keep doing that because of the fact that sometimes they hope that a miracle will happen.
Right.
And they'll make it.
Somehow, what, you're going to win lotto and be able to infuse that money into your company? John, I got to ask you something, because obviously you involved very heavily into aviation and the businesses. What happened over the course of the years that made it where it was so luxurious? It was amazing. The cart would come by and they'd carve off filet mignon to you.
Anthony,
what happened?
Let's start off first with the Concorde, because I was driving back from Long Island. I was listening to you all the way.
Thank you.
And you got my attention on the Concorde.
Ooh, the boss is listening to me. Jesus.
and half the British Airways terminal at John F. Kennedy Airport was ours. So we had reciprocal agreements with British Airways. So it was Capital Airlines was our company, and we operated DC-8s, DC-10s, Airbus 300s, and I used to fly some of them, but not for. I didn't fly them for passenger runs because I wasn't qualified to fly, but I flew them on maintenance runs.
Okay, you got to take it somewhere for work. You would fly it, yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with the other company. We called it United Jet Fleet before it became NetJets, and we flew. I used to fly them, but not on paid revenue flights. I used to fly them for our own flights. And now the Concorde, it went into production. I'm trying to remember, and I think it first flew in 1976, I believe. And
bicentennial year here in the United States. Very big, patriotic.
It was a great airplane.
Yes.
It was a great airplane. It flew from anywhere from 61,000 to 63,000 feet. It flew at Mach 2.01 to 2.03. Which meant twice the speed of sound.
Yeah.
And we made JFK Airport to London in 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Jesus.
And it made Air France would do it from New York to Paris in like 3 hours and 15 minutes at 63,000 feet. And it was a great airplane. And that technology is 50 years old.
Yeah.
So I am very, very upset that we have gone nowhere in 50 years. So President Trump, who I know for a long time, and he's always been in aviation. I've always been in aviation. He bought one of the shuttles, and he was operating the shuttle at one time from New York to
the Trump,
DC.
The Trump shuttle is huge.
Trump shuttle. And I was supposed to buy the Pan Am shuttle, but that's another day.
So what do you think about this, though? That Trump
has not gone far enough in the last 50 years.
I think
the same thing with our space race. Our space race, we are trying to fall behind. And we are, when they created the space shuttle, to me, knowing aviation and loving aviation, that was a big fraud.
Huge. I thought it was going to be the greatest thing. I thought it was going to be the greatest leap for mankind in space flight. It was. Nothing. It was a waste of time and money after Apollo.
And 50 years. And we went to the moon in 1969, and we haven't been back since.
No.
So technology has not moved anywhere.
But you know what? We've done, John. We've done a lot with autonomous and technologically. You see what Elon's done with the spacecraft that he could bring back, the booster, and it doesn't cost as much. And I think that's a big thing. But I think we wasted so much time and resources on the shuttle program and not just pursuing going to Mars.
Yeah, we did nothing in 50 years.
Yeah.
Which is so disappointing. And now that they want to create another supersonic transport.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Technology now is moving forward, and they're trying to be able to do it with no sonic booms.
Now, how do you do that? It's just it's nature. If something goes beyond the speed of sound.
Maybe it's the design of the aircraft. Maybe I don't know. I haven't been up to it lately, but it's a very disappointing design because I looked into part of it. Those airplanes are not as fast as the Concorde, and they should be able to make them faster and better, and not just another, just nothing. I mean, I think New York, London on the new one is maybe 4 hours, which is, you want to be able, you can do hypersonic jets right now, and you can do New York, Hong Kong in 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oof.
Now that's technology.
That's insane.
And we should be at that point. We should be at that point right now.
Why aren't we? What happened? What happened?
Well, back in the 1950s and 60s, where we started to design
the good old
those
days,
airplanes,
John.
we had the German scientists.
Yes.
The German scientists, the German Jewish scientists were so much more advanced than our people were.
They were a smart bunch.
When they died off, guess what?
We got nothing.
We got nothing.
Yeah, Operation Paperclip really did help our aviation industry and our the military. As far as rockets go, obviously, I mean, Werner von Braun was the key to the Apollo space program, and there just doesn't. Where are these? And I think Elon Musk is brilliant, but I think it's more the people he hires, and we don't have that one person that just knows so much about this that can put us over the top anymore.
That is the problem.
Yeah,
that is the problem, and we need good leadership. Look,
yes,
Trump is a smart guy. I think he's on the right track. I'm 100% supportive of him.
Absolutely.
And Elon Musk, he's a smart guy, but he should, even his father said, I don't know if you saw the article.
I did, yes, I saw that today. Son. Yep.
And my comment on the article was, father knows best. From the old days.
Yeah, your father knows.
He should quit. Look, Elon Musk doesn't need the drugs. He doesn't need the alcohol. The one thing you know about President Trump, he doesn't do alcohol and he doesn't do drugs.
Right. He's a clean guy. I love him.
So I'm betting on Donald Trump. Well, the way I say it, excuse me, you need a strong United States president to save the free world.
Yeah,
and
always. It's always been that way.
That's what we're doing.
And that's what we're doing. And it's not an easy job, and it's not something embrace. And that's what we're seeing now. It's not easy to change the course of a country that has been on the wrong path for so many years. So Donald Trump can't just do this and make people think, Anthony, everyone's going to like this. It's not the way it is.
If Harris would have gotten elected,
oh, God, please.
I am scared crapless.
I can't.
This country would not have made
I have nightmares.
76.
I got nightmares thinking about that. Oh, my God.
I mean, it was so bad.
Yes.
I mean, we were being invaded.
Yes,
I have
literally.
Expression. Yeah, immigration, yes. I was vice chairman of Ellis Island. I worked with Lee Iacocca on Ellis Island Foundation.
Hey, Dodge, I remember him.
with Bill Fugazi on the Ellis Island Foundation, and we believe in immigration. Immigration, yes. Invasion, no.
Legal merit-based immigration. I think it is a wonderful thing for this country. It has fallen so far away from that that we are just letting in people that are so detrimental to this country.
Why? Yeah, I can't understand why. I can understand if they snuck in migrants that wanted to work hard, like Ellis Island.
Yeah, there you go.
My father came through Ellis Island. Don't forget, we wanted. His two brothers had to sign in a dotted line that if he didn't pay the bills, his brothers would sign them.
Yeah, cosign.
You know,
yeah, they had a cosign for people.
Letting these migrants in and letting the criminals in.
Yep.
What was the Biden people doing? We have to find out who at the White House was pressing those buttons, allowing criminals into our cities, our states. I can understand inviting the migrants in because what the Democrats wanted, they were falling short of congressional votes in New York, Illinois, California. So they brought the census. Congressional votes.
Yeah, they need the census to show that there's people that are Democrats. That's the only reason they were doing this.
But Anthony, bring in the migrants that want to work hard. Why bring in the criminals?
I guess because they could make it seem like they're catering to the criminals and the criminals will vote for them. I don't know, John. It's insane.
Crazy.
It's an insane thing. It's so destructive to this country, and all they do is crow about how they're pro-American and how Trump is a Nazi and he's a fascist and he's destroying this country. And all they've done is attempted to destroy every aspect and every institution that makes this country great.
They tried to destroy America.
Yes.
They tried to do it with invasion, not immigration. They tried with fentanyl. They were killing 100,000 Americans a year.
Disgusting.
And what they're doing to our institutions.
Yep.
Like there's 400,000 Chinese students, but you know who puts them in? The Communist Party, and they pay their tuition. And if they don't obey the Communist Party, guess what? Their mother dies. Or their father dies.
No, they're brutal over there. Do you think, John? Do you think we're somehow at war with China right now? Because I think we're at war. Maybe there aren't missiles and bullets flying, but I think China is warring with us. They steal our intellectual property. They deposit fungus and diseases upon the world. Why the hell isn't the rest of the globe attacking China, maybe not militarily, but economically and every other way, or maybe militarily? I don't know. It really seems to me like China is at war with us and we're doing nothing about it.
This is a different kind of war.
Yeah.
This is an economic war. This is invasion versus nuclear bombs. What they wanted to do, what they want to do is take control of our country without anything.
Right, without firing a shot.
And the American people, I don't understand the Democratic Party. You know what I say on my show? I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican. Mm-hmm. You should want the best for America,
for the country. That's being pro-American, right?
And the same thing in New York City, New York State, New Jersey. What's best for our state? What's best for our cities? And it's just horrible what's going on.
You're right. If I see a Republican doing something that I feel is detrimental to my county, to the city, to the state, I don't care what the party line is. I'm going to say this is not good for the people of this county or community or city or state. And for some reason, we've gotten so jaded where it doesn't matter. If it's your party, you have to back it no matter what they're doing. And that's destroying this country.
And then let's take these smart federal judges. What the heck are they doing?
Oh, destroy again.
They're supposed to be smart guys. The Democratic U.S. senators. I said the other day, why do you want the criminals to come back?
Yep.
You know
why?
I don't understand it. Are they American? Are they Americans, or are they on somebody else's side?
It makes no sense, John. John, you know that you own this station, and you know that we have to take breaks, right?
Well, you got to take that break when you got to take it.
I hear you, my friend.
But I enjoyed
John
talking to you, and let's do it again soon.
Let's do it, man. I love it.
Everyone loves talking about Steven Singer, my good friend Steven Singer. You've heard the expression a million times. I hate Steven Singer because most other jewelers hate him. They can't stand the guy. Why, you ask? Because Steven Singer delivers the best quality, real diamond jewelry at the very best possible price every single day. He makes it so easy to buy real diamond jewelry for someone you love. And he makes it fun. Yeah, I'm not kidding. No phony sales, discounts, or pricing games. Steven wouldn't treat his friends any other way. So why would he treat you differently? Steven Singer. He's a jeweler you can trust. Steven also has the best guarantee in the jewelry business, a full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee, plus fast, free shipping all year long. Experience the difference. Visit our good friend Steven Singer in his showroom at the other corner of 8th and Walnut in Philly, or more conveniently online at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real, natural, rare earth-born diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.